So now the first topic in SCJP. So keep subheading language fundamentals. Language fundamentals. Language fundamentals. Okay, in there are few topics what we have to discuss. So the first topic we will discuss about. Okay, we will discuss about what are various identifiers. Sir, how we can define identifier? What rules are there? Like we are going to discuss first identifiers, and then we will go for what are various reserved words in Java. After that we can go for data types. After that data types, and then we can talk about literals. Data types are literals, and then arrays concept. Data types literals, arrays, and after completing arrays concept, then we can go for types of variables, and after types of variables, the next subtopic what we have to discuss is where arg methods, and then main method, and after that Java here main method, and after completing command line arguments, and then Java coding standards. Okay, that's all. Sir, these are various loopholes. This is the agenda for the first 10 sessions almost. So related to language fundamental, the syllabus, right? Better to take all. This is the agenda for language fundamentals. Identifiers, reserved words, data types, literals, arrays, next types of variables, where arg methods, main method, command line arguments, and then Java coding standards, and then Java coding standards, like. So this is the agenda for language fundamentals what we have. So almost 10 sessions we are going to talk, but a bit basic concepts, but compulsory you people should have clarity about these things. A bit basics anyway, right? Now keep subheading. So basic concept, but still you people are going to get several new things. This is the agenda for language fundamentals, right? Now keep subheading. The first one, identifiers. Sir, can you tell what is identifier? Which can be used for identification purpose. Assume that in our class 100 students are there. How I can identify each person? By using name. Hello, Ravi, Pavan, Shiva. Like by using name we can identify each person. So a name in Java program is by default considered as identifier, which can be used for identification purpose. Are you getting? A name in Java program is by default considered as identifier, which can be used for identification purpose. Okay, so it can be a class name, or it can be a method name, or variable name, or label name. Labels also. Sometimes we have some code like this. L1 label L1 is nothing but like, or label L2 like this. So a name in Java program is by default considered as identifier. It can be a class name, method name, variable name, or label name. Are you able to understand that? Okay, this is so add a name in Java program. A name in Java program is called identifier. A name in Java program is called identifier. A name in Java program is called identifier. Is called identifier. Identifier, which can be used for, which can be used for, which can be used for identification purpose. Which can be used for identification purpose. Which can be used for identification purpose. 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 It can be, it can be, it can be, it can be method name, it can be method name, method name, method name or variable name. It can be method name, variable name, it can be method name, variable name, class name, class name, class name or label name, or label, label name, name or label, label name. So a name in Java program by default considered as what? Identifier, right? Are you able to understand? Okay, best example here, see this one. Let me take a simple example for you people. Sir, I am taking class test. Now listen well, because first example. So class test, public static void main method, public static void main method, string array args, public static void main string array args. Here I am taking system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println of hello, like I am taking, right, system dot out dot println of hello, or otherwise 1 minute. Here int x is equal to 10. That's all. I don't want to take SOP. Int x is equal to 10. Can you tell almost the smallest Java program? In this, how many identifiers are there? Why? Don't tell wrong answer, because it's the first one. Now, how many identifiers are there? So I hope you people got clear what is identifier. A name in Java program is by default considered as identifier. It can be a class name, method name, variable name or label name. So a name in Java program is identifier, right? Can you tell how many identifiers are there in this? 3 or 4? 3 or 4? 4 or 5? How many identifiers are there? Okay, make sure the first identifier is a test. Sir, name of class, class name, name of the class. Second identifier is main, name of method, main, name of method, method. Third identifier is string, string. So test is the first one, main is the second, string is the third, because string is predefined Java class name. Are you getting? It's a name of a class only. That's why string. Fourth one, args, name of the array. Okay. Next, fifth one, x, name of variable. Are you getting? A name in Java program is by default considered as what? Identifier, right? Any explanation is required now? Okay, this a name itself in Java program by default considered as identifier, right? Okay, take this example now. Example and highlight how many identifiers are there in this program. Class test, public static void main, class test public static void main string array args. Next, int x is equal to 10. Int x is equal to 10. Int x is equal to 10. Sir, test main string args like. Completed, right? Okay, clear for all of you, right? This one. Now, next one. Okay, sir, while defining identifiers, compulsory we should follow certain rules and regulations. Best example, assume that you have one kid. Do you have the kids? No, soon. Okay, assume you have one kid. You have to name your kid. Regarding, you have to name your kid. Compulsory we should follow certain rules and regulations. Okay, compulsory we should follow certain rules and regulation, like your kid name, maybe your ancestor name, or maybe god name or goddess name. Is nothing but like god name we can keep. So this type of sentiments usually we are going to follow. Are you going to keep your kid name as a dog? Then the kid is going to get left and right once he grow. Okay, so are you going to keep your kid name as a cat or something like? No. Compulsory, while defining names, we should follow certain rules and regulations, right? It's a mandatory. So while defining Java names also, while defining Java identifiers also, there are some rules we have to follow. Such type of identifiers are by default considered as what? Valid identifiers, right? Are you getting? So what rules we have to follow while defining identifiers? Compulsory, you people should have clarity. Okay, keep submitting. Rules for defining Java identifiers. Rules for defining Java identifiers. Rules for defining Java identifiers. Okay, now the first rule, take a bit special care. What is the first rule here is observe. Sir, here in Java identifiers we covered several. Which characters we can use? Sir, can I use alphabet symbol? Is it possible or not? Yes. So small lowercase letter, uppercase letter, 0 to 9 we can use. Next, dollar symbol we can use, underscore symbol we can use. The only allowed characters in Java identifiers are only these things. By mistake, if you are using any other, immediately compile time error by default you are going to get. You are getting? Rule number 1. The only allowed characters in Java identifiers are alphabet symbols or digit, dollar, underscore. By mistake, if you are using any other, immediately compile time error you are going to get. Sir, just observe total underscore number. Is it a valid identifier or not? Total underscore number valid, because I am using these symbols only, no problem at all. Sir, total hash symbol, is it valid or invalid? Invalid, because hash symbol we can't use. It is not in allowed list characters, right? That's why. So this one is nothing but invalid. Are you getting? Sir, which characters are allowed in Java identifiers? Compulsory, you people should have clarity, right? Okay, at first rule. The only allowed characters in Java identifiers are, the only allowed characters in Java identifiers are, okay, take these things. A to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9, dollar underscore, 0 to 9, dollar underscore, dollar underscore, dollar underscore. Okay, if we are using any other character, if we are using any other character, we will get compile time error. If we are using any other character, we will get compile time error. Example, total underscore number, total underscore number, total underscore number, next total hash symbol, total underscore number, total hash symbol, like. Okay, first one is the valid, but second one is invalid, right? Okay, next second rule Okay, in most of the languages this rule is there. Sir, total 1, 2, 3, is it valid or not? Total 1, 2, 3, valid, no problem at all. 1, 2, 3 total, is it valid or invalid? This one is invalid, compile time error, right? Because identifier should not start with the digit. Are you getting? This rule is applicable even in C language or C++, everywhere, right? Okay, this rule is there, that's why. So identifiers should not start with the digit. Okay, this is, so the first one is the valid, second one is invalid at this point. Second, identifiers can't starts with the digit. Identifiers can't starts with the digit. Identifiers can't starts with the digit. Can't starts with the digit. Okay, take that example. Total 1, 2, 3. Total 1, 2, 3 valid. Total 1, 2, 3 valid. But 1, 2, 3 total. Total 1, 2, 3 valid. But 1, 2, 3 total itself is valid or invalid? Invalid. 1, 2, 3 total invalid, right? Next, sir, can you tell, is it valid or invalid? Just observe this one. Sir, I am taking class test. Here int number is equal to 10. Int number is equal to 10. Int number is equal to 20. Int number is equal to 20. Int number is equal to 30. Int number is equal to 30, like. Is it valid or not? Sir, here lower case, but here first letter is uppercase, but here all are uppercase. Java identifiers are case sensitive. Okay, so lower case, upper case, there is a difference there. Of course, Java language itself is considered as case sensitive programming language. Are you getting that? Java identifiers are case sensitive. Java language itself treated as case sensitive language, right? Now observe, here we can use the word we can differentiate. We can differentiate with respect to case. We can differentiate with respect to case. Is it clear, right? Okay, at this point. Java, third rule, Java identifiers are case sensitive. Java identifiers are case sensitive. Java identifiers are case sensitive. Of course, Java language itself is treated as, Java language itself is treated as case sensitive programming language. Of course, Java language itself is treated as case sensitive programming language. Java language itself is treated as case sensitive programming language. Case sensitive programming language. Case sensitive programming language. That's all. Are you getting? So add this example. Class test. Int number is equal to 10. Int capital number is equal to 10. Take clearly. Int number is equal to 10. Int capital number. Or we can differentiate with respect to case. We can differentiate with respect to case anyway, right? Completed, I hope. Okay. Now, so this is the third rule, right? Fourth one. Okay. Sir, can you tell, in Java identifier, max how many characters are allowed? Maximum how many characters are allowed? 32 or 64. Max how many characters are allowed? 32 or 64? Or 64 or 128? Ayo, 64 or 128? or 128 or 256, or 256 or 512. Okay, make sure there is no length limit for Java identifiers. There is no limit on length of identifier, right? If you want, you can take 1 crore length identifier also. But is it good programming practice or not, we will decide. But there is no length limit for Java identifiers, right? Best example, just observe this one. Here, my requirement is, just I am taking int x, like, is nothing but a big identifier I am taking. X, next y, like I am taking. And then we can go for z, like I am taking, right? Okay, this is, sir, is equal to 10 I am taking. Okay, this is. Now let me keep word wrapping anyway. Sir, wonderful, beautiful identifier is nothing but like, sir, is it a valid or invalid? Perfectly valid, no problem at all, perfectly valid. Sir, let me compile. Here just observe, Java C, test.java. Valid, no problem at all. Suppose assume I want to print the value of this variable. Then the cinema is going to start. Have you observed? System.out.println of, okay. Luckily we have copy paste option is there. Okay. So here from here to here I am taking. Luckily we have here, just observe. Next this is semicolon. Now observe, what is the output by default we are going to get here is, yes boss, the code compiles fine. Then the answer is 10 by default. Are you getting? Now I called one expert programmer. Hey, I wrote one beautiful program. Can you please have a look on my program? Like, if I can show this program to any person, I'm sure that person is going to give left and right. Because, so how much lengthy code? Sir, in this lengthy program, what thing I'm doing? Just I declared one variable, just I'm trying to print, beyond that nothing. That's why, so highly recommended, this type of coding is nothing but worst kind of programming practice. Are you getting right? So even though there is no length limit, but not recommended to take too lengthy identifiers, because the readability of the code is going to be down. Is it clear? Right? Add. Fourth one, there is no length limit, for Java identifiers. There is no length limit for Java identifiers. But it is not recommended. To take too lengthy identifiers. Not recommended to take too lengthy identifiers. That's all. Are you able to understand, right? Okay. So this is another point what you people should aware, right? Okay. Now next one here, say, sir, int x is equal to 10. Is it valid or not? Int x is equal to 10. Valid or not? Valid. Int if is equal to 20. Valid or not? Yes. Invalid. Because what is the reason? If is a reserved word in Java. Are you getting? If is a reserved word in Java, or keyword you can use. Reserved word in Java. If is nothing but there is some meaning is there. How you can use if for your identifier? Reserved words we can't use as identifier. By mistake, if you are using compile time error, by default you are going to get. Is it clear for all of you? Add. We can't use reserved words as identifiers. We can't use reserved words as identifiers. We can't use reserved words as identifiers. Okay. Example, add int x is equal to 10. Int x is equal to 10. Int if is equal to 20. Int x is equal to 10. Int if is equal to 20. So the first one, is it valid or not? Valid. But second one, invalid. Because we are trying to use a reserved word as identifier. That's why the problem is coming. We can't use reserved words as identifiers, right? Are you able to understand, right? Now the next terminology, now make sure you people should have clear clarity, right? Now the next terminology. Here I am taking class test, public static void main method, string array args, class test, public static void main, string array args. Now int string is equal to 888. Int string is equal to 888. System.out.println of string. SOP of string. Sir, value of string is nothing but 888. SOP of string. Similarly, int runnable is equal to 999. SOP of runnable. SOP of runnable. Sir, can you tell what is the output by default you are going to get? SOP of runnable. What is the output? Sir, int string is equal to 888, SOP of string. Int runnable is equal to 999, SOP of runnable. Can I use the term? In the first case we will get 888. In the second case we will get 999. Correct or not? Ayo, you have to decide. Is it valid or invalid? 100% pakka invalid. Are you getting? Because what about string or not? String is predefined class name. Interface is nothing but predefined interface name. Are you getting? Runnable is nothing but predefined interface name. Now make sure. What is the last point we covered? Can you please read? We can't use reserved words as identifiers, right? Now my question is, who told to you these are reserved words? It is the predefined Java class name. It is the predefined interface name. 100% pakka, perfectly valid. The answer we are going to get 888 followed by 999 only. Don't keep any doubt in that. Okay. Here, see. Let me run this code. Here, just observe. Okay. I'm taking int string. Int string is equal to 888. Are you getting? Int string is equal to 888. System.out.println string I am taking. SOP of string. Have you observed, right? Int string is equal to 888, SOP of string. Okay. Now make sure. Why string is coming in the red color? Because it's a class name. Now let me run this code. Sir, the code compiles fine. What the answer by default you are going to get? 888 is the answer. Valid or not? Yes. Similarly, int runnable is equal to 999. Okay. Next SOP of runnable, like this I am taking. SOP of runnable. Now the code compile. What the answer by default you are going to get is nothing but 999. Any explanation is required, Anna? All predefined Java class names and interface names happily we can use as identifiers, no problem at all. Now my question is it recommended or not recommended? Not recommended. Worst kind of programming practice, because unnecessary readability of the code is going to be down and we are creating confusion. Okay, this add all predefined, last one, 6th one I hope. All predefined Java class names and interface names. All predefined Java class names and interface names. All predefined Java class names and interface names and interface names we can use as identifiers. All predefined Java class names and interface names we can use as identifiers. 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 Okay. So yeah, the example. Class test. Public static void main. Int string is equal to 888 SOP of string. So the first one is the valid. Int runnable is equal to 999 SOP of runnable. Int runnable is equal to 999 SOP of runnable. Sir, is it a valid or invalid? So the first one is the valid. Even second one also valid, no problem at all. Are you getting the point, right? Okay, now add the theory. Even though it is valid, even though it is valid, but it is not a good programming practice. Even though it is valid, but it's not a good programming practice. Not a good programming practice because it reduces readability, and creates confusion. Okay, that's all. Sir, total how many rules we covered, Anna? 6 rules. So can you please spell out what the first rule? The only allowed characters in Java identifiers are alphabet symbols, digits, dollar, underscore. Next, the identifier should not start with the digit. Next, the third one, identifiers are case sensitive. Next, there is no length limit for Java identifiers. We can't use the reserved words as identifier. All predefined Java class names and interface names happily we can use as identifiers, right? Sir, from this discussion, what is the possibility to ask the bit? Just I will give list in the which are valid Java identifiers and which are not. You have to decide. Okay, add question number, add a bit style. Which of the following are valid Java identifiers? Which of the following are valid Java identifiers? Okay, now listen. Sir, I am taking total underscore number. Next, total hash symbol. Next, 1 2 3 total, or total 1 2 3. Next, cache. Next, underscore dollar, all get rate hands. Next, Java 2 share. Next, sir, here next integer. Next, int. Integer, int, like that's all. Sir, can you tell which are valid identifiers and which are not? First one, valid. Second one, invalid, because hash symbol we can't use. Third one, invalid, because identifier should not start with a digit. Fourth one, valid, no problem. Fifth one, valid. Sixth one, valid. Have you observed? I am not doing any mistake. Valid. Next, invalid, because at the red symbol we can't use. Next, this one, valid, no problem at all. Alphanumeric characters you can use. Next, integer, all predefined Java class names and interface name happily we can use as identifier, no problem. Next, is it valid or not? Small int is a reserved word, but capital int is not reserved word. That's why this one is valid, but last one invalid. Are you getting right? Maybe a chance to ask which of the following are valid identifiers. You have to fill. Okay, take all these things. Take. Completed, right? total underscore number, next total hash, 1 2 3 total, next total 1 2 3, all at the rate hands, next Java 2 share integer int integer int like. I hope is clear for all of you, right? Any explanation is required? Okay, make sure. Next one. Next. So that's all. This is about identifiers concept what we have. Now keep studying reserved words. Reserved words. Reserved words. Next subtopic, reserved words. Sir, here do you know, in Java, so in any language, need not be Java, maybe in normal speaking language or programming language, in any language, some words are reserved to represent some meaning or functionality. Best example, let me consider our English language only. English language. Have you observed? There are some words which are reserved to represent some meaning or functionality. Best example here is, okay, here cat, reserved to represent one type of animal. Dog, reserved to represent one type of animal. Next apple, this word reserved to represent one type of fruit. Sir, eat, this word reserved to represent one type of action. Okay, same our favorite action, sleep. Are you getting? So dot like. Sir, in any language, whether it is normal programming language or general speaking language, programming language or normal speaking language, some words are reserved to represent some meaning or functionality. Such type of words are nothing but what? Reserved words. Sir, so in English, crores of reserved words are there. So if you consider dictionary, Oxford is nothing but this much size. The dictionaries also you can see. But Java language is a small chota programming language. Are you getting? Here how many reserved words are there in English? Crores. But in Java, how many reserved words are there? Is nothing but just 53. Are you getting? Just 53 reserved words are there, not crores. A small chota programming language is nothing but Java, right? So all these 53 reserved words you should aware. Are you able to understand? Okay. Add. In Java, some words are reserved. In Java, some words are reserved. Some words are reserved to represent some meaning or functionality. Some words are reserved to represent some meaning or functionality. Such type of words are called reserved words. Such type of words are called reserved words. Such type of words are called reserved words. Reserved words. Okay. So do you know in Java how many reserved words are there? All these reserved words compulsory you people should have clarity, right? Okay, this is. Now just observe. Now listen this one. How many reserved words are there in Java? Total 53 reserved words are there. Don't write, listen. Total how many are there? 53. In the, so here 50 keywords are there. Keywords, how many are there? 50 keywords are there. And reserved literals. Okay, 3 are there. Then immediately you may ask, sir, what is the difference between keyword and reserved word? If the reserved word associated with the functionality, that is called keyword. If the reserved word only to represent some value, not functionality, then reserved literal. First, how many reserved literals are there? 3, right? Which is 3? If you want, you can consider true. True. Do you know true is a reserved word to represent one Boolean value. There is no functionality associated with the true. True. Okay. False. True, false. Null. Null. These 3 are reserved literals. Next, how many keywords are there? 50. In that 50, 48 are used keywords. Used keywords, how many are there? 48. Unused keywords, how many are there? Unused keywords, how many are there? Is nothing but 2. Okay. Which 2 are unused keywords in Java? Go to and CONST. Go to and CONST are unused. We can't use, but these are keywords only. But user keywords, how many are there? If, else, switch, dot, like. Are you getting? So compulsory for the exam sake, all 53 reserved words you people should be aware. It's a easy, nothing there. We list out all these 53. Right? First, take this diagram. Reserved words 53 and the keywords 50, used keywords 48, user keywords 48, unused keywords 2, user keywords 48, unused keywords 2. Take clearly. So reserved words, keywords, reserved literals, used keywords, unused keywords. Next, how many reserved literals are there? True, false, null. True, false, null. True, false, null. Like this. For the exam sake, all 53 reserved words compulsory you people should aware. All 53 reserved words. I hope. Completed, right? These are the reserved words present in Java. Now let me spell out all these things. Now keep submitting. Keep submitting. Okay. Keywords for data types. Keywords for data types. Keywords for data types. Keywords for data types. Data types. Sir, for data types, how many keywords are there? Okay. Do you know? Just I will spell out here. Just observe. Byte, short, char, byte short, int long, byte short, int long, float double, boolean char. How many are there? 8 are there. Okay, like byte short, char, byte short, int long, float double, boolean char. Okay, add all these things. Keywords for data types. Byte, short, int long, float double, boolean char. Boolean char. Boolean char. Completed, right? Next one. Next point. Add keywords for flow control. Keywords for flow control. Sir, how many keywords are there for flow control? If, If else, if else switch, if else a switch, within the switch case default, within the switch case default. Next while do and while, do while for break continue return, break continue return. Sir, can you, have you observed how many are there? 11 are there. Okay, add. If else switch case default while do for break continue return, for break continue return. Break continue return, like this. Are you able to understand, right? Okay, next one. Okay, this is the first. Anyway, next up, keywords for modifiers, keywords for modifiers. So how many modifiers are there in Java? 12 modifiers, but default we are not going to write. That's why here how many should come? Okay, public, can you spell out? Private, public, private, protected. If you are not writing anything, it is the default. We can't write default. Next static, final, abstract, synchronized, native, synchronized native. Next strict FOP. Do you know this new keyword came in the 1.2 version, strict FOP. Next and after that transient volatile. Transient volatile is nothing but like. Sir, how many are there? Can you please cross check? 11, because with the default 12, 11 are there. Keywords for modifiers. Modifiers are related keywords. Completed, I hope. Next one. Keywords for modifiers. Okay, next keywords for exception handling. Keywords for exception handling. Can you spell out how many keywords are there for exception handling? Sir, can you spell out? Try, catch, finally, throws, and better to use assert, because it is also related to exception handling only, debugging purpose. 1.4 version. It is the new thing which came in the 1.4 version, right? Do you know how many came? 6. Next one. Try, catch, finally, throws, assert. Okay, now keep submitting. Class related keywords. Class related keywords. Sir, which keywords are class related keywords? Okay, so here listen. Class itself is a keyword. Interface itself is a keyword. Class interface. Next, Extends is a keyword. Implements is a keyword. Implements, extends, implements. Next, package itself is a keyword. Import or imports. Import itself is a keyword. That's why total, how many keywords are there, Anna? 6. 6 keywords are there. Make sure. Okay, like add. Enum is a separate keyword I will discuss. Class, interface, extends, implements, package, imports. Import. These are the class related keywords. Next, object related keywords. Object related keywords. Sir, what are various object related keywords, Anna? New itself is a keyword. Object related keyword. Next, instance of. Sir, O is the small or capital? Instance of. Make sure O is the small O. Instance of. Super under this. Super under this. Do you know how many modifiers are there? Is nothing but super, new, instance of, super, this. That's all. Only 4. New, instance of, super, this. So do you know delete keyword is not there in Java because destruction of useless objects is the responsibility of garbage collector. Delete keyword is not there. Next one, keep subheading. Void return type keyword. Void return type keyword. Void return type keyword. Void return type keyword. Sir, can you tell void return type keyword? Okay, here legend this point well. Void return type keyword. If a method won't return anything, that method we should declare with the void return type. Do you know? If I can take like this, public M1, is it valid or invalid? Invalid. Compared to a method saying return type is missing. But in C language, return type is optional and the default return type is int return type. Int return type. If you want to return int, you are not required to specify anything. But in Java, return type is mandatory. If a method won't return anything, that method we have to declare with what? Void. Okay, at this point. At the point where. In Java, return type is mandatory. In Java, return type is mandatory. Return type is mandatory. If a method won't return anything, then we have to declare that method. We have to declare that method with void return type. We have to declare that method with void return type. Okay, that's all. Next para. But in C language, return type is. But in C language, return type is optional. But in C language, return type is optional. And the default return type is. But in C language, return type is optional and the default return type is. And the default return type is. What the default return type? Default return type is int. But in C language, return type is optional and the default return type is int. That's all. Are you getting? Next. So keep subheading unused keywords. Sir, can you tell how many unused keywords are there in Java? Okay, how many are there? Just don't write legend. Go to CONST. 1 minute. Here just there are two unused keywords are there. Don't write legend. There are two. Now first one go to. Okay. Here do you know in the C language go to keyword is there. But usage of go to created several problems in world languages. Usage of go to created several problems in world languages. That's why some people banned this keyword in Java. Boss, you are not allowed to use this keyword. Like some people banned this keyword in Java, right? Okay, this is. Next, second one, CONST. Can you tell what the purpose of CONST? What the purpose of CONST? To define constant. Already final keyword is there. So use final instead of CONST. That's why these two keywords are not allowed. By mistake, if you are trying to use these two, immediately compile time error which you are going to get. Okay, add. First one keep subheading, go to. First one, go to. First one, go to. Add. Usage of go to. Usage of go to. Created several problems. Usage of go to created several problems. Usage of go to created several problems in old languages. Usage of go to created several problems in old languages. In old languages. Usage of go to created several problems in old languages, and hence some people, some people banned, ban. Some people banned this keyword in Java. 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 That's all. This is about go to. Now second one, CONST. CONST. Use of final instead of CONST. Use of final instead of CONST. Use final instead of CONST. That's all. Are you getting? So, but go to and CONST, these are unused keywords. By mistake, if you are trying to use, immediately compile time error we will get. Take a note. Go to under CONST. Go to under CONST are unused keywords. Go to and CONST are unused keywords. And if we are trying to use, we will get compile time error. Okay, that's all. This is about go to and CONST. Are you getting right? Next, keep subheading. Reserved literals. Do you know? Here don't write legend. How many reserved literals are there? True, false, null. Don't write legend this one. Three reserved literals are there. Sir, here observe. True, false. Do you know? These are values for Boolean data type. Okay, this same. Next, null is default value for object reference. Okay, take this one. True, false, values for Boolean data type. Null, default value for object reference. Default value for object reference. That's all. Default value for object reference. That's it. Completed, right? Okay. Next, default value for object reference, right? Okay. Now true, false, null itself is the clear for all of you, right? So next one, make sure enum keyword. Keep supporting enum keyword. Enum keyword. So do you know within bracket in which version this one came? Enum 1.5 version. Enum keyword within bracket 1.5 version. Sir, can you tell when we should go for enum? If we want to define a group of named constant, then we can go for enum. Add. We can use enum. We can use enum to define. We can use enum to define a group of named constants. We can use enum to define a group of named constants. We can use enum to define a group of named constants. Named constants. We can use enum to define a group of named constants. Named constants. Constants. Okay. Example. Do you know in the enum concept I will explain? Just enum month. Sir, can you tell what are the allowed values for month? Jan, Feb, December, like Jan, Feb, DEC, like this we have. Next, enum bear. Sir, can you tell what are the allowed values for the bear? Ayo, KF, KO, RC, FO, right. Okay, add examples. Enum month. Next, enum beer. Jan, Feb, DEC. Enum beer. KF, KO, RC, FO. Okay, that's all. Are you getting? Sir, can you please cross check? All the 53 came count wise. Can you please cross check? 8 plus 11 plus 11, 22 plus 8, 30, 42, 46, 47, 49, 50, 53. That's all. All the 53 are there. So on the board. Now, by seeing all these 53, there are some common conclusions we can conclude. Keep supporting. Conclusions. Sir, can you tell among all 53 are you seeing any some common property? All 53 reserved words contain only alphabet symbols. Correct or not? Are you seeing anywhere special characters? No. Next, all 53 reserved words contain only lowercase alphabet symbol. Are you getting? You can't see anywhere uppercase character. Best example, instance of. Do you know? O is the small or capital? Small. Strict FOP. F is the small or capital? Small only. Everywhere. So it should contain only lowercase alphabet symbol. Null. Do you know? Most of the people are going to write null means NULL. Or NULL, like no such type of terminology. N should be in the lower case, right? Okay, add. First conclusion. All 53 reserved words in Java. All 53 reserved words in Java. All 53 reserved words in Java contains. All 53 reserved words in Java contains only lowercase alphabet symbols. Contains only lowercase alphabet symbols. Contains only lowercase alphabet symbols. Okay, one thing. Next, second. Do you know in Java new keyword is there, but delete keyword is there in Java? No, because destruction of useless objects is the responsibility of garbage collector, right? Add second one. In Java, we have only new keyword. In Java, we have only new keyword. In Java we have only new keyword, and there is no delete keyword in Java, and there is no delete keyword, and there is no delete keyword because, and there is no delete keyword because destruction of useless objects, because destruction of useless objects is the responsibility, destruction of useless objects is the responsibility of, destruction of useless objects is the responsibility of garbage collector. Destruction of useless objects is the responsibility of garbage collector, garbage collector. Like, are you getting the point? Okay, this is next third one, third conclusion 3. Third one, listen very carefully about this point, right? Third one, here which keywords are new in Java? There are some new keywords are there in Java which are new. One is strict FOP. This keyword came in which version? 1.2 version. A new keyword 1.2. Next, this keyword came in which version? 1.4 version. Next, enum. This keyword came in which version? 1.5 version. These three are new keywords in Java. Okay, the following are new keywords in Java. The following are new keywords in Java. New keywords in Java. New keywords in Java. Okay. New keywords in Java. This is one thing what you people should aware. Strict FOP came in the 1.2 version. Assert came in 1.4 version. Enum came in 1.5 version. 1.5 version. Okay, like. Now next point, make sure you people should aware clearly, right? Sir, yeah, strict FOP. F is the small or capital? Strict FOP. F is the small or capital? Small. Here legend this one. Strict FOP, okay, but not strict FOP. Strict FOP but not strict FOP. First one. Next, instance of. Instance of. O is the small or capital? Small, but not instance of. But not instance of. Next, synchronize or nized. Synchronized, but not synchronize. You are getting synchronized, but not synchronize. Next, extend or extends. Extends, but not extend. Next, implement or implements. Implements, but not implement. Import or imports. Import or imports. Import, but not imports. Import, but not imports. Next, here do you know CONST. CONST, but not constant. Here, while spelling, while pronouncing, we can use constant, but CONST, but not CONSTANT. Are you getting? So make sure, take all these things, small variations you have to identify. Take all. Completed, right? strict FOP but not strict FOP, instance of but not instance of, synchronized but not synchronize, extends but not extend, extends but not extend, but not extend. Next, implements but not implement, import but not imports, implement but not imports, take all. Can have you completed, right? Next, do you know from this total discussion, okay, so what possibility to ask the question for the exam? So let me convert into bit style. Take a bit. Which of the following list, which of the following list, which of the following list contains, which of the following list contains only, which of the following list contains only Java reserved words, which of the following list contains only Java reserved words, which of the following list contains only Java reserved words, Java reserved words. Can I spell out which list contain only Java reserved words? Okay, take this one. New delete, first one, new delete first list. Second, go to con, go to constant, break, continue, return, exit, break, continue, return, exit. Next, finally, finalize. Finally, finalize. Throws, thrown. Throws, thrown. Next, notify all. Notify all. Next, implements, extends, imports. Implements, extends, imports. Next, size of, instance of, byte chart int, none of the above. Byte chart int, none of the above. Like break, continue, return, exit, finally, finalize. Like, sir, can you tell among these, have you observed, right? Among these, which list contain only Java reserved words? First one, second one, third one. Ayo, which list? Do you know what is the problem with the first one? Delete is not there. Second one, constant, const but not const ant. Third one, exit is a method, not reserved word. Fourth one, finalize is a method. Fifth one, thrown, such a type of terminology not there. Next, notify all. These are methods but not keywords, but not reserved words. Next one, implements, extends, imports, import but not imports. Next, size of, not there in Java. Instance of is there, but size of is not there. Instance of, O is the capital, F is the capital. Next, byte short int, I capital. That's why no list contains, so none of the above is the correct answer. Okay, none of the above. If you want, just observe, sir, which are various violations, right? Now you can able to see. Are you getting? If it is a reserved word, automatically it will come in blue color. Okay, blue color is not there means those are not reserved words. Delete is not there. CONST, exit, finalize, thrown, notify all, imports, size of, instance of, like these things. So which list contain Java reserved words is nothing but no list. Okay, this is, so which one is the correct answer? None of the above, right? Okay, like next, second one. Which of the following are Java reserved words? Which of the following are Java reserved words? Java reserved words. Which of the following are Java reserved words? Java reserved words at public static void, main string args. Public static void string args. Can you tell among these which are valid Java reserved words? Public is a valid, static is a valid, void is a valid. But the main is just name of the method, not reserved word. String is a name of predefined class. Args is a name of variable. That's why first three, public, static, void. If you want, you can see which things came in blue color. Public, static, void. That's all. String came in red color because it's a predefined class. That's it. Okay. So these are data types. These are reserved words, whatever there, I hope. But for the exam, say all the 53 reserved words you people should memorize. Okay, this is nothing easy way. So because we listed directly on the board. Okay, that's all.